Week 5, Labor, read by Tom Clark, November 3 through November 9. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. Luke chapter 2, verses 6 and 7. If you ever want to generate a lively, animated, and lengthy discussion, simply ask a group of mothers about their childbirth experience. My 3 children hear their birth story every year on their birthday. I tell them about the weather on that special day, what I was doing prior to the start of labor, what the nurses and doctors said about them, and most importantly, what a very special day that was when they breathed their first breath. Luke, the physician, does mention the actual birth of Jesus, but what was it like for Mary to birth the Son of God? Every birth experience fills the parents with awe and wonder. This birth of the Son of God was awesome in its simplicity and magnificent in its impact. How can our minds even comprehend the significance of God Himself coming to earth as a defenseless, vulnerable baby, dependent on a very young woman and man for his physical well-being? I wonder if Mary retold the story of Jesus' birth to him every year on his birthday. What a story she would have to tell. The days leading up to his birth were spent traveling on a donkey to Bethlehem. Joseph had to search for a place for the baby to be born and ended up in a stable. It was a beautiful night, the night Jesus was born. There were stars in the sky, there were shepherds in the fields, there were angels in the sky, and there were visitors from the east on their way to see the one who was born King of the Jews. Matthew chapter 2, verse 2. The story is the best story ever told. It is one that we need to treasure in our hearts and never dismiss as routine. Mary treasured these things and pondered them in her heart. Luke chapter 2, verse 19. May we also treasure these things in our heart and never grow tired of retelling the story of the Savior's birth. Questions. What are some things I can do this Christmas season to allow time to treasure these things in my heart and ponder the significance of the birth of Jesus Christ? How can I help my family understand the significance of the birth of Jesus Christ? How can I bring the love of Jesus to hurting people, lonely people, and forgotten people this Christmas season?